On to the next tool to help you reshape your life. This one is known as Smart Heart. We've already learned about the wheel of life. And we've already learned about thoughts and awareness and how they keep you in the present time. Let me teach you about something we call the heart-head congruence, so to say. So we're going to zoom in on Bicycle Boy. So the essence of happiness is to be fully appreciating being in a state of balance or whatever. Feel at home in your own mind, so to say, in the current present, with a relaxed desire, emphasis on relaxed, towards future desires, as discussed in previous. So let's say the flag over here. So we've discussed about wants and needs and drivers and core values, and they all happen in here. So let us zoom in a bit on the head of Bicycle Boy. And what I'm talking about is, bit of a long third leg for Bicycle Boy there. An honest mistake. Here's the head, the heart. And what I'm talking about is that the mind thinks in language. It knows concepts like good, bad, it knows words. So as soon as you hear yourself talk, so to say, know that that's a mental activity. Your heart, however, does not know this concept. It feels. It does not know, it feels. Things like music and love and certain states of being that you are in, that cannot be described in words. Words would not do it justice. If you feel, if you've fallen in love with someone, or if you hear your favorite song, or if you get caught up by a particular magical moment, so to say, words won't do it justice. Your gratefulness towards somebody, etc. So those are elements of the heart. And what I'm talking about is you want this is known as smart. Make these goals smart. So let's say, sorry, let me do it here, smart, but also make them hard. What you want is a strong highway, so to say, that goes up and down between the head and the heart, and also known as the head-heart or heart-head congruence. It's just a highway. You want to keep that as open as possible. How to make it open, I will show you in further exercises in core values, for example. Core values is an important element to keep these highway open. They are like the cars traveling on your highway, so to say. But to recap this is also known in the quote as follow your heart, but bring your mind. That's all about smart heart. So how do you do that? Well, I already discussed this in previous video. This is also known as the quantum approach. So by being fully in the present, by being fully aware in now, loving the moment, being your authentic self, so to say, while having your eye towards this distance. It is, once again, all about a balance. So to open up your heart, to open up this highway, the best, or not the best necessarily, of course, once again, it's very individual, is check, is it a hell yeah or a hell no? And remember, that's both sides of the spectrum. But if you go in between, then no, or expect in between results. If you want to keep it open as possible, either do something with your utmost attention, time, fullness, awareness. Sorry for that. Or don't do anything at all. Half-hearted attempts will give half-hearted results. So this is also known as the quantum approach. So while being fully present in the moment via the heart, doing something with your utmost passion and avoiding everything that really, truly, that appalls you, so to say, while aiming to the future, is this quantum approach that we're talking about. It is a balance. The heart feels energy and the head thinks language. Realize that your senses, like smell, vision, etc., are translating things towards your brain. Your brain is stamping all those elements, and it is acting as a filter for the concept of you. So that's the layer between the energy that's outside this realm as well as your internal world. So that's the reason why you see the world differently than a snake or than a dog, and also than your other fellow humans. You see the world differently. You're either an optimist, a pessimist, or one of the gazillion different flavors out there. So by opening up your heart head congruence, you're making yourself, you're putting yourself open to more happiness by being more present in the moment. So keep in mind when you, to really nail it down in one go, when you formulate these desires based on the outcome from previous exercises like the Wheel of Life or the Octopus of Wands, do it a check, is it a hell yeah or a hell no? And in a later phase, do it a check, is it according to my core values? And I will show you in next videos on how to figure out what your core values are. But then you know, am I walking or bicycling in this case, the path that I really feel and know I should bicycle or walk. Okay, one final thing, the difference between heart, it's often about us, and the mind is often about me. Not necessarily they are influencing each other. Okay, so they come in different shades of gray, so to say. But the limbic system, as discussed, is a lot of me, so to say. And the heart, according to some spiritual, more spiritual approach, is seen like a translation device, so to say, to transfer the energy around you towards the energy inside of you. And then you have your mental filter, your color, the you acting as sort of an extra layer between that before you eventually decide to go left or right. So I imagine this is a difficult concept. No worries, we will repeat this more often and explain in different elements. What's important for now is that when you make these desires, when you quantify them in smart goals, also make them hard and put them to the test via a hell yeah or a hell no trick. So let me check if I got everything. Yeah, this does require a final remarks. This does require a lot of self-reflection. Once again, journal, awareness, monitor your thoughts, and check, is this me or is this my surrounding, as discussed in before. And in the end, it is once again, for the gazillionth time, a personal balance. So some people like to move from mind, some people like to move from heart, but better be sure that it is your decision, as you only feel your balance and you know what to do next. Later.